Now, when looking into Tower to Infinity, we have all seen the 1.5 video ad that pops up that's featuring Claudia and the artificial update island, which looks exactly like this. So if you want to hear about these 10 different tips that you want to do before this update essentially come out, then please stick around for the rest of the video. And if you do like the tips that I give inside this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be covering more videos like this and still creating future guides that you guys can check out on my channel, so be sure to stick around for that. So the first thing that I want to go over in Tower Fantasy, and one of the tips that I want to give, is do not upgrade your gear. Now, the reason why you do not want to upgrade your gear is because harsher content is going to be coming out, and I want you guys to maximize your gear. Now, there's something that called raids. I don't know if it's going to come out in 1.5 or if it's going to come before 1.5, but it's basically going to allow you to get stuff like this, which essentially is increasing whatever element you are maining at the time damage, base damage, which is really cool. But you're gonna have all these different little pieces that you're essentially still going to have, and what I want you guys to do is save your gold pieces. Do not advance it because it's a waste of XP. Look for the best gold piece, then upgrade it. In 1.5 artificial island update, they have a housing system where you'll be able to grind crystals, and you'll be able to grind crystals and essentially take those crystals and upgrade the hell out of your gear anyways. So you want to pull for the best gear that you possibly can get, and probably have some secondary gear for you probably running this second comp, and I'll get a little bit into that later on to the video. But the second little tip that I want to get into is log in every single day. Now, a important thing about logging in everything is, of course, you get some nice rewards, some nice tickets. You get even black crystals and even points towards your battle pass. Who doesn't want to complete their battle pass? It gives all types of goodies. So the thing that I want to say simply about doing your weeklies is, just make sure to do them, and make sure you're doing every single weekly that you can. Even if it's something like you filled up all the way up to 900, that is cool or whatever, but you should still go for that 1,000 gold. You be like, well, I don't need that right now. You might need that in the future with all the upgrading you're going to be doing. So please do all your weeklies while it's easy and free as of now. Also, I don't know when they're introducing this into global, but this is a stat roller. This is something that I talk about in my gear guide, which I'll be linking at the end of this video for you guys to check out, which is going to go into depth about all types of gear. But this is also what you get at the 900 points, which is something really useful for upgrading good pieces of gear that you always have, or even trash pieces of gear that you may have. So the third thing that I want to move on to is save your world boss tickets. Now, you may be like, why in the hell would I do that? Well, when you look at the regular world, that global guy right now, and I scroll in, right, you'll see that, oops, not teleport, please don't teleport. You'll see that we got kings matrices, we got even someone's like, whose is this actually? We even got Tsubasa's, I think, Tsubasas, and then we got this guy over here who has crows. Now, in this new artificial update, I don't know if there's 3 world bosses, but I know exactly that there is 2 world bosses that you can kill, which is going to be this frog over here, I think, which is going to drop zeros SSR, and on top of that, we're going to have the dragon world boss, which I know exactly what this is because I had to fight it and it was disgusting. So you're gonna have Samir's matrices, which is one of the best free-to-play DPS matrices in the entire game as of right now, for free-to-play to use, or even whales to use. It's a good 2-piece. I recommend saving up fighting this dragon, which is why this dragon is disgusting to fight, because not only is it hard, it gives you some of the best matrix and SSR relic to grind out in Tower of Fantasy. So save your gold tickets, don't spend them all, save up some for the new update because it's going to be dropping good rewards. Now, the next thing that I want to go over is pick 2 comps. That's the 4th tip I can give you. Give you 2 comps. Why should I go for 2 comps? Because joint operation is going to get a lot harder than what you think it can right now. It's going to get extremely difficult. So you see we have all these little different things right here. Of course, it goes up to the 8th level, and it can even get even harder than that because of the fact that I can click this right here. I think that cues me or something. I'm not 100% sure, but if we look all the way down here to level 70, you have higher drops, of course, but then you're going to start meeting things like, oh, okay, here it is. Here comes the harder content. Okay. So essentially, you want to have two different comps because of the fact that certain elements are going to get upgrade. Like as you can see right here, physical damage does more, volt attack does more. While you got 120 resistance on whatever element that may be. That may be flame. This may be 120 resistance on ice, because I don't know what else it could possibly be. But yeah, you just want to keep that in mind. You don't want to be playing a full ice team and just only have an ice team, and then you want to do something like this where you want to farm this stuff, but you have an ice team and your damage is hitting like a wet noodle. So please, 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 please have your main comp, and if you have the resources, please put it into a secondary elemental comp, so that way when stuff like this happen, your damage can, instead of hitting like a wet noodle, hit somewhat like a semi truck. Pretty cool. So the next thing that I would like to go over is banners are coming quicker. So unlike in CN, where they'll release a banner, something like Nemesis, and then they'll release a rerun banner, and then another banner after that, maybe rerun Nemesis again. They're not doing that in Global, buddy. So they're releasing characters based off how the story flows, and they're trying to speed us up to CN. That's my assumption, because of how fast they're bringing stuff, how fast they're bringing this artificial island update, and how they keep talking about how, oh, 2.0 is around the corner. So keep that in mind. The banners are coming faster. Nemesis and Fridge banner, I think they collided together by 1 day. Now it's going to be Claudia and Fridge banner, which is going to collide by 4 days, because inside my video I covered the fact that Claudia might be coming with the artificial update, because of the fact that it's around the 15th. It's after Fridge, and I don't see why she would not come with the update. But yeah, you just want to keep that in mind. Banners are coming faster, so for free to play, this sucks for you because of the fact that we did get a lot of currency in CN, but because of the fact that they're moving the banners extremely quick compared to CN, you might not have time to save up for as many characters you like. So be careful with your black crystals, essentially what I'm telling you. If a character's not part of your comp, or if you don't want to play them, please do not pull them. Moving on to the next tip. The next tip is farming up cooking items. Now you may be like, well, what's so important about farming up cooking items? Well, you want to be able to take those cooking items because first, I think there's going to be new recipes. I don't know because I can't read Chinese, but there is new recipes that does come out with 2.0. So for 1.5, I think there's going to be new recipes. Even if it's not, I still recommend you farming up these cooking items and making recipes, because of the fact that the content is going to get a lot harder. You're going to be doing raids and stuff like that. I think your joint operation is definitely going to get harder, but it's just the fact that you want to have that food just to buff your damage in general, even if you're not doing something as hard as joint operation or climbing the phasm and things like that. Having that food buff on you is really good, plus it gives you saturations to heal your HP over time in the overworld. So do keep that in mind. And the next thing that I would like to move on is plan your relics. Why is planning your relics so important? Because in different parts of these maps, such as this one, you're going to get a free SSR relic, and if you don't want it and you just want it for the collection reason or for PvP, that's cool or whatever. I recommend, if you're going to do something like that, just get a copy of it and leave it on. Like this one. Please, 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 if you're just trying to get this for player versus player, please wait off and save for it. The reason why is because you're going to get a copy of this with the artificial island update. Now, if you plan on getting copies of SSR relics, that may not matter to you. For me, example, I want to get as many copies of this, so this is really good to me. So you just want to be careful about your SSR relics you're selecting and what you plan on maining. Same thing for your SR relics, actually, because of the fact that we're going to be getting a lot of different relics with the new update. So yeah, that's a simple tip. I hope that helped you out and points you in the right direction of which relics you want to try and pick and choose from, which your SSR relic selector that you're getting in global. So I hope that helps out a lot. The next thing want to talk about is limited summons. Now, if you can see in these two little different tabs, this is not me doing any exploration. This is just me completing exploration goals inside of it. You can see that we're getting red summons. On top of getting red summons, we're also getting these red chip summons in order to pull from matrices. So yes, we will start getting ways to get limited currency for actual limit characters instead of black crystals. Pretty pog. Now, the little thing that I want to say is that just because they're right here doesn't mean if I open a chest in here I'm getting a red summon. No, that have not happened to me on CM. only gold nucleus I have opened a chest for, and only gold gear have I opened a blue or purple chest and actually gotten something that good. But I've never seen a red nucleus. So whoever spread that misinformation, I'll just let it be. But that was absolutely wrong. So the next thing that I would like to talk about is the first 2.0 character. The first 2.0 character that I think we're going to get introduced it to, that we got introduced it to in CN, since they're doing it based off the story, I think so far they've been pretty following that storyline, is Ruby. Now, in case you're wondering what Ruby is and what she looks like, she's a little kid, so calm down. And on the fact that she uses a laser cannon, she reminds me of Naruto, Gara from Naruto or whatever, because she has like the sand coffin moves, I guess. She doesn't use sand, but she creates like pyramids and things like that. Yeah, but she's a fire DPS and of the attack type, and she might be getting nerfed because in CN she does a ton of damage. All right, but yeah, this is the character that I think we're gonna be introduced at first into 2.0. And we're not going to go over drips or anything like that, because I just want to quickly touch onto this topic and get to the last and final tip of this video, which is future characters in 2.0 news that I can introduce you to, and hope that will help you out. The next banner that I think is going to come out for Claudia is going to be Co-op B. She is also going to be a fire attack unit. She's going to be the shotgun user. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about her or heard some leaks about her for global. She's going to be a shotgun user, and I think she's coming next after Claudia. That would make the most sense. And the fact that I would like to also say, I have not heard anything about the limited co-op characters or collab characters, whatever you want to call it, such as Mark and things like that. So do not expect Mark and Bayuku or Bayaka or whatever her name is to come out on global. Take that with a grain of salt. I'm not 100% confirming that, but I'm like 99% sure they are not coming to global. So I'm sorry if I'm hurting anyone's feelings, but that's just the truth. And we might get Ling a lot quicker than what we thought because of how fast the banners are moving. So she might come after Ruby. Some people are saying she might come before Ruby, but I don't think that's true, because of the fact that to make her come out, and we don't even got a lot of different elements to come out, and also with the fact that that just does not align with the story, makes me kind of question a couple things. So that's the reason why I'm saying Ruby comes first, because we actually meet her first and we interact with her the most during the first. So that's all the tips that I want to give for this video. If you did like this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll also be linking my gear guide at the end. And on top of that, I'll be making future videos like that. So please subscribe so that way you can see more videos like that. If you want to look through my channel for other CN characters I went over, go ahead, have right on the fun. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.